What is up, YouTube? I just wanted to make a quick class setup video on what I use in Warzone and the class setups that I use every day on stream. I didn't want to make this a long video, so I'm just going to jump right into it. I want to make this video as short as possible. Holy crap, I almost forgot where my classes were. Anyways, okay, for my first overkill class, this is only when I get like an early loadout drop. Like, it doesn't matter what game mode, solos, duos, trios, whatever. So my growl, my first 4 attachments are absolutely mandatory. I would never change any of these unless they buff or nerf something in the game. So like these 4 right here, Archangel, Commando, 60, Monolithic. You know, some people use 50, it gives you slightly more movement speed, but I've been using 60 since this game came out, so I'm absolutely used to 60. I know how long it lasts, like when you're shooting a full clip. Like, I know the timings, I'm really used to it, so I cannot use 50 for the extra movement speed. On any gun like the grip, the Commando foregrip is the most accurate. It decreases movement speed, so like the alternative to that would be Ranger. It's very similar, but it doesn't shoot as straight. It's very, very close, but it doesn't shoot as straight. And this one does not decrease your movement speed, so it gives you movement speed. If you think of it that way, so if you put on like 50 round, the Ranger mag, these two both give you movement speed, so that's double movement speed, right? And then you could do a third one. This goes for the M4 as well, so like these have like the same like plus, or the pros. You see the pros and cons, they have the same pros. So like the Nexus would give you movement speed, and the Archangel shoots straighter, but it decreases movement speed. The same thing goes with the M4. I'll go a little bit into that when I go to the M4. But if you have all 3 of these on, that's triple movement speed, if you just think of it that way. So like I have the slow attachments because I have FOV. Slow movement does not really matter to me. It looks like I'm running in warp speed anyway, so like I don't really notice it. And as for the 5th attachment, it could be absolutely anything you want, but the ones that I recommend, what I'm running right now, is a tac laser. Or you could run the rubberized, or the FMJ. I love FMJ. It's been my favorite attachment in Call of Duty, like of all time. I've always loved FMJ, shooting through things, getting that kill that you wouldn't normally get. You know, like when you shoot through a wall, sometimes you shoot like get like 20 hit markers and they're still not dead. Like, you know what I mean? FMJ, you can actually get that kill. But anyways, I'm running the tac laser for now on my MP5. I've tried like every variation of the MP5, but this is absolutely the setup I have settled with. I tried everything. I tried 10 mil. I've tried Commando, Ranger, which shoots straighter for medium range, but like because I don't have collapsible on, I love collapsible. It's my favorite attachment on this, but I can't use it because it makes it very difficult to win a mid-range gunfight. So like I put on the sleight of hand so it doesn't decrease the recoil. As you can see, in the cons, aim stability, recoil control, that actually makes a big difference. Like if you have those like minus, even though you like compensate it for like a Ranger, you can still feel it. Like it doesn't shoot as straight. But if you just throw on sleight of hand and it doesn't have that decrease in recoil control, this gun shoots a lot straighter. So you don't need like aim stability, which I don't have, because the Merc only gives you hipfire and recoil. So like I settled with this. This is absolutely like the perfect setup for my playstyle. So like you want the hipfire because you can strafe the fastest left and right. When you're like a staircase or a really small room, you can strafe left and right and just hipfire the entire time. Take out like 1-2 guys, sleight of hand lets you reload, and you can team wipe a whole team with just one gun. It's very, very nice. MP5 is the best gun in my opinion with close range. I've tried the MP7. I've tried the P90. When I first started playing this game, I used only the MP7 and P90. But after using the MP5 more and more, it just became my favorite. It's just like it's the most dominant in my opinion. Okay, well that's my first overkill class. I definitely have EOD on. You don't need Ghost right away. It is nice, but if we only get like if I'm playing in a team, or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what game mode. If we get a late loadout drop, you definitely want Ghost, and I like to run cold-blooded with Ghost. So if I grab like a late loadout drop, I would always grab like a Ghost class, 100%. If it's the only loadout drop, I'm gonna get that game probably, or I'm not gonna get enough money before late game comes around. I'm gonna grab Ghost. and it will be like this FMJ. The tac laser isn't like a huge deal. It's just nice if you're playing like very, very fast, like rushing everybody. Tac laser is definitely the way to go. But if you want to like play a slower, like sort of passive play style, you definitely want like the rubber or FMJ, just so they can't like see your laser when you're pre-aiming and stuff like that. If you're planning on playing like a little slower and stuff, you probably don't want tac laser. I don't know. I pre-aim a lot. It doesn't even matter if we're like rushing teams over and over. I definitely will throw on the tac laser. So like it all depends on like how you want to play. Fully loaded. This is what I want to talk about a little bit. You definitely want a fully loaded class at all times, always in your back pocket. You're not gonna open up with this like straight off the rip. This is only for like late game. When you win the gulag, you come back late. You're probably not gonna loot any bodies. You're not gonna loot any buildings. The circle's probably too small or something like that, and there's a loadout drop in the circle. You come back from gulag, you definitely want a fully loaded class so you can still be in the game with like full ammo. I highly recommend it. You need a fully loaded class. You need it, and the Grout is the best gun since you only need 4 attachments. This gun is a beast. It is good at everything: close, medium, far range. Obviously, it's not the best at close range, but it's still pretty good at close range. But like these 4 attachments right here, these are the only attachments that you need on this gun. These 4 right here, my 4 mandatory. I used to run the Nexus. I used to run the same setup with Nexus, but it doesn't shoot as straight. And I don't know. I sucked it up. I used Archangel. Now I love it. I like the way it looks. Like I used to it. I used to like not like. I didn't like it at first. I love the Nexus. I still do. I like it better, but I just sucked it up. I use Archangel now. I'm used to it. So you always need a fully loaded. Sorry, I'm taking a little too long in this video. Sometimes I like to pull out the MB7 just for kicks. Like this is what I use on it though. I do need stippled because I use automatic tac sprint in the game, so when I press forward, it automatically tactical sprints for me. I don't have to click my thumbstick. I don't have to press any sprint button. I just press forward and I'm already tac sprinting. So stippled is very, very good for me because of that setting. So like Ranger, just to give you a little more movement speed like I talked about before. You can also run Merc and Commando, depends on your playstyle and what you want to do with it. But there are so many like attachments that you can use with this, but this is the one I settled with. Of course I put Ghost, Cold Blooded on, RPG. I don't use RPGs, but I just threw it on or whatever. FMJ, I love FMJ, so I always keep a class in my back pocket. Same 4 mandatory attachments. My sniper, this is probably my favorite sniper, HDR. I do like the AX for like thermal. For some reason it feels better with thermal. I don't know why. I think the AX gives you a little more movement speed, but I don't need movement speed when I'm sniping. I'm not going to be running gunning with a sniper, so it doesn't even matter. I like the HDR. I don't know. I like the way it sounds, I like the way it feels, I like the way it looks. Some people hate it. It looks awkward to them, but for me, I just like it. I don't know. But I've used like various attachments with this as well, but this is what I settled with. I'm not gonna ever change any of these attachments unless they buff or nerf certain things in the game, and then maybe I'll switch it up. But like this is what I use when I do snipe. Very simple. Ghost, Cold-Blooded, and my C4 and stun grenades are on every single class. That's what I use. As you can see, C4, stun, everything. And Ghost and Cold-Blooded as well, except my overkill. I highly recommend EOD, especially if you're playing fast. You definitely want EOD. I think it's only a 15% reduction, but it will save your life in explosions and stuff like that. So you definitely want to throw it on. And my AX50 is basically the same thing, except the only difference is I have a thermal on it. That's it. I do, like, people people talk about like the extended mag. You know what I mean? Like so, like they say you only need 2 shots for a kill. That's their argument, right? You only need 5 bullets. Why do you need 9? That's a waste of attachment. Why would you do that? Like, right? For me, I don't want to miss any it's gonna sound weird. Any missed opportunities. So like if there's a full team like running out in the open or running in the distance, right? I want to shoot them, get as much damage as possible. I wouldn't want to miss any opportunities because I'm reloading, if that makes sense. So I know it takes 2 shots for a kill. If you hit in the head, whatever, yeah, blah blah blah. 3 body shots, whatever it is. Sometimes you miss your shots to start out with, right? You're not the god sniper. You're not frickin' Pomage. You're not, you know what I mean? You're not gonna hit every single sniper shot. So like sometimes when they're down, you miss a shot. It happens to everybody. It doesn't mean you're a bad sniper. It just means it's a very difficult shot. You know what I mean? So like even when they're down, it takes like 3 shots. Let's take it like 3 shots to get them down, and sometimes it takes 3 shots to fully kill them. That's 6 bullets. So I need extended mag. I don't know. If 5 works for you, you're probably a better sniper than me. I don't snipe that much. I'm okay with that. My overkill snipers, same thing. Grau, FMJ, same sniper. Every single gun on each class you see, it's all the same. Of course, you need amped. Amped is absolutely mandatory in my opinion. I used amped on everything. I used to use battle hardened. Like if you don't mind the switch speed, but sometimes you might die switching guns. So like, I don't know, you might learn the hard way that you might be more comfortable with amped. It depends on your playstyle. So, and my last 2 classes are the same thing as my first overkill, but it's with an M4. This is what I'd run on my M4. I wouldn't change this. The only thing I would change is just the optic. That's it. These 4 are absolutely mandatory for me, just like the Grau. So for the G or for the red dot, I would use red dot sometimes. It depends how I'm feeling that day. I really do. Excuse me. I really do like ACOG though. ACOG feels very very nice, and this is the one that I would use. Integral hybrid. I tried like the thermal. Well, I don't really like. I really don't like thermal on an AR or anything like that. But like the other one I used was canted. I know it's another ACOG. It's okay, but for me, I don't know. I just like. You guys remember the M4 that was on the ground, the default weapon, the one with this sight? It felt really good. It shot really straight. It was nice to have that zoom in. Like I don't know. This is what sold me on it. I just put it on my own gun. That's pretty much it. I would just put some people like Cronin. I don't know. It's all preference. It's all preference. Like I personally like the GI. I would switch it from like the GI to ACOG. Depends how I'm feeling that day. So like, or I use this weird sight right here. Believe it or not, it's like an ACOG. It makes the red dot like bigger, makes it like easier to hit. So you're not like pinpoint like trying to hit your shots 100% accurate. If you have like a bigger red dot, it's easier to hit your shots. You just have to keep that big frickin' red dot on your target. It's so much easier. I don't know. You guys tell me how you feel with it. Just try it out. Try it out. It looks weird, it looks funny, but it feels good to use. Like it's easier than the red dot, like a pin needle frickin' 100% accuracy. It's a little harder, but with a big red dot, it's much easier. I don't know. I like to throw it on once in a while just for the kicks. And of course, you have your cold-blooded and ghost right beside it. So when you grab your overkill class, all you have to do is press down once instead of looking through your classes when you're on a loadout drop, like taking forever to pick your classes. You want your overkill class right next to your ghost class, so it's like bam, quick, bam, quick. You know what I mean? Same thing with my Grau. I go down and grab an MP5, cold-blooded ghost, same MP5, same exact MP5. You want it right next to it, so you're not scrolling through trying to read your classes, see which, like, you know what I mean? You want to grab your class as fast as possible and get out of there as fast as possible when you do grab your loadout drop. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm sorry I made this video a little too long. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoy the content. I'm really trying to come up with like new ideas. I think I might make like an optimization settings video for Warzone, like NVIDIA control panel, in-game settings, talk about specs a little bit. Let me know guys, like let me know on anything, stream. Like I know not many of you comment on my videos, but like you can come to my stream and talk to me, ask me questions, or on any of my socials, DMs, whatever. But anyways guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching my videos, all the comments, likes. I love all of that. I'll see you guys in the next video.